Hi guys, welcome back to In the Pan with Jan. I'm happy to be back with you guys today, and today I have another really good recipe for you. I think this is going to be another flip, so I'm hoping. Sounds a little weird before I tell you the name, so just kind of hold your breath, because when I mentioned it to my husband, he's like, sounds good, but I'm not so sure about this. And I said, well, I'm not either, but I'm willing to give it a try. So I am feeling casseroles tonight. So for dinner, I wanted a chicken casserole, but I didn't want the regular just chicken casserole. So I wanted something different. So online, I had found a recipe for French onion chicken bake. And it's made with the Dean's French onion chip dip. I know, weird, maybe. But we're going to test it out. So what I've done, just to save some time for you guys, I have boiled a couple boneless chicken breasts. I didn't season them with anything, no salt, no pepper, anything. You can if you want, but it sounds like this recipe is going to have a lot of flavor to it, so I kind of just wanted to let the French onion dip and the cheese and everything else kind of just do its thing and flavor this chicken itself without putting a lot of extra additives or anything in it. So all you got to do is, well, first off, I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. I apologize. What you'll need for this recipe is a couple good chicken breasts. You can do bone in or boneless. I did boneless because it's so much easier. You'll need about a half a cup to a cup. If you want it a little more cheesier, you can add a little more. I don't think it's going to hurt, but like I said, we'll test this on my recipe, and then you can tweak it or fix it however you like. That's what playing with food is, so that's what we're going to do. At least a half a cup of the recipe called for sharp cheddar cheese. You can mix and match cheeses if you want, but I'm going to leave it this because it's got a good bite to it, and I think it will work well with the dip. You'll need at least a fourth of a cup or a little more of the French onion chip dip. Then you will also need some French onions, just the kind of little baggy, generic or name brand, don't matter, whatever you want from Walmart. And you'll need 1 can of the jumbo or small size breakfast biscuits. So we are going to get started. Now, what you'll need to do after your chicken is boiled, I went ahead and shredded mine up really thin with my hands. You know, once it was cooled, you can chunk it. You can leave it in, I think it said you can quarter it. You can, just put it in little pieces however you want. But I thought if I did this, it would blend better and might be a little easier for my little girl to eat too. So, in the chicken, I'm going to add all of my cheese. So we're going to put all of our cheesy goodness in there. We're going to do all of this French onion dip. Put all of that in there, every last drop. Then we're going to take, and it didn't really tell how many of the French onions is, so I'm just going to put a generous handful in there. Just enough to kind of add in there because you're also going to top it with more. So that looks about good enough. Now, here is the crazy part with this recipe that even my husband and myself, I'll be honest, was a little bit unsure of. You have to put the biscuits in the casserole. Not on top. They go inside. And I know, it sounds a little bit weird, but we're going to do it. Overlook my cutting board. It's an old cutting board. I got this when I first got married, close to 20 years ago. And besides the handle chipping off, it's been a really good cutting board. So I know it looks a little old and plain, but it still does the job. I'm going to, it said to quarter them. But instead of that, since they are the jumbo biscuits, I'm going to cut these a little bit more bite size. And I'm going to first put about 2 whole biscuits in this. And then I'm going to see if I need to add more or if that's going to be plenty. Because I don't want to put too many. The only thing that I had about this recipe, and that's why I'm kind of playing with it myself and I liked it, is because it wasn't very detailed. It just kind of threw it out there. And that's fine because that gave me more of an opportunity and chance to play around with it, tweak it, and make it what I like. So, and there are some recipes I refuse to tweak, and there are some that I will play around with even today when I refix them. So now, I stir all this up and see what we have. Okay, it's about there. It's a little bit thick batter it's going to make because it's a little bit tough. And you want to get all of that dip incorporated into that. cheese. You can see the cheese going through it. The French onions. It's starting to smell really good. I mean, it's a little odd. It's, well, I just made a big boo-boo mess, but that's okay. It happens. When boo-boos happen, you go with it, right? I'm going to actually add in, if I can pick it up, a little bit more of this French onion dip because it's a little bit dry still for me. And I don't know, I don't like the consistency of that. So, let's change it up a little bit. Let's add a couple more good tablespoons. Let's see what it is. Now that's starting to look better. Starting to do that. And I'm working on it. It's about getting the way I want it to look. Alright, look at there. How's that look, guys? Looking better. Now that looks awesome. Now what I'm going to do is switch this mixing bowl out with this baking dish. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all this in there and do that. Just even it out into your baking dish. They said to use 8x8, but you could probably use, honestly, a small size, a larger one, you know, however big you want to do it. Just kind of watch it as you bake it. Sometimes I do that if I'm in a hurry or can't find the right dish I'm looking for. You just work with what you got. And this is smelling good. And you know, there's some nights you just want something easy. You don't want nothing major. You want something quick. And this right here is something you can pre-prep the night before. That's what I like about it. It was really good when my husband used to work nights at the hospital. Because I could actually, you know, casseroles, chicken casseroles, or anything, you can take and boil your chicken the night before and put it in the fridge in an airtight container. And then have that at least pre-prepped the next day or put together and stuck in the fridge, and then all you got to do is place it in the oven and go. Now, that's done. So, what we're going to do now is dump some more French onions into here. Press them on the top. And my little girl's coming in here. She's watching me as I do this, guys. She is excited. And she's singing. She loves being in the kitchen with her mommy. She's been in here with me today doing stuff, doing crafts and little things. So that's good. A happy camper. And that's what we want. Now, that looks good. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and get this in the oven on 350. And I'm going to do it for about 15 to 20 minutes and check it at that point. Since there is biscuits and dough inside it, I think that was enough. 2 of the jumbo biscuits for me, I think made plenty. Now, if you want more, if you want it more bready, more dumplings in it, go for it. Add it as much as you want. But I think 2 of the jumbo biscuits for me did fine. And I'll go ahead and get this in there. I'm going to try it at 15 to 20 minutes, check it, and I'll be back with you guys in just a few minutes, and we'll try this. See you in a few. Hey guys, welcome back. Do you see this? Oh my gosh, is your mouth watering? Because mine is. I wasn't too sure about this because when I blended it up, it kind of smelled a little odd. But now, OMG, it is, it's about what you want to say in the kitchen. It is, so good. I actually added a little more cheese on this because my husband, after I got off camera a while ago, he looked at me and said, I want more cheese. So, he got more cheese. I already had it in the baking dish, mixed up, looking really pretty, so I hated to tear it up and mess everything back up. So I just threw some cheese on the top of it, but it still looks so good. So I think we're going to try it, but before I do, look how crispy these French onions have got. Look at the cheese that's covered it. Looks so good. So let's go ahead and get, first of all, let's not get burnt because this is still hot. Let's go ahead and get some of this out. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this. Look at this casserole. Oh my gosh. Look at this in my plate. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Look at all the layers of the chicken and the French onion, and you can see in the casserole dish how all of it is combined. You have the cheese and the cheese mixed through the batter. You've got the bits of chicken all through it. You've got the French onions all through it, and it's just made a cream mixture. And I mean, it is crispy and creamy inside, and it just looks and absolutely smells amazing. So I'm not even going to wait. I'm going to dig in because I am just so excited. So let's take a big bite. Oh my gosh. That is amazing, you all. That is absolutely amazing. It's not what I expected. Because, I mean, the recipe, you think French onion dip in a casserole, you're crazy. Well, oh, no. It don't even taste nothing like the French onion dip. It blends in with the sharp cheddar cheese and the chicken. And it actually gives it just a really good bite and a taste that's just amazing. I'm trying to find a piece of biscuit to try it. I think there's a little bitty piece right there. I'll try that with the biscuit to see how that turned out. It's really good with the biscuit too, guys. I wasn't sure about that either. But now that I'm really trying it with everything, it's really good. It almost like you make the chicken and biscuit casserole. And I've had it both ways. I've had it with, excuse me. I've had some where it has the biscuits inside, mixed in with everything. And I've had it where the biscuits are on top. So I've had both versions. And this is kind of a reminder of that. And this right here is amazing. So guys, I'm going to say this is a flip with both hands up. It's definitely not a flop whatsoever. I will be fixing this again. And it's a recipe that is amazing. So I recommend you guys try this. And try this soon. And it's an easy dinner for those busy moms or working people or stay-at-home moms that's got a lot going on. Like, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and sometimes, even though I have one little girl, life gets busy. I mean, from taking care of the house to I've got animals outside, my husband works, sometimes we just have a lot going on. So pre-cook your chicken before, prep this the night, add your French onions and a little cheese if you want to, put it in the oven. Actually on 350 for about 20 minutes. And you can do it 20 to 25 if you want it a little more crispier and golden than this, but 20 minutes is pretty much about to do it on 350. And guys, it's really good. It's worth your time. I hope you try this. I hope you like it. Share it with your friends and family. I recommend this recipe to all of mine. It was good being with you guys tonight. Subscribe if you like what you see and visiting me on my channel. Follow me on Facebook on In the Pan with Jan. Hit that little bell for notifications. And I hope to see you guys soon. See you next time.